Hello, it's me again. It's me. It's Gruntsalt Monkey, back with another one of those Letters of Sports videos. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today's letter is the letter L, and I'm going to go with another curveball for the series. Another curveball for you, because we're going with the team of London Spitfire. You might not have heard of them before. They are an esports team. But what's an esports team? Well, we'll get into that in a minute, shall we? First of all, let's zoom in on my flag stick. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom in on the logo, zoom in on the flag. Here it is. This is the logo for London Spitfire. It's quite nice, isn't it? It's a lovely shade of blue. I do like a bit of light blue. And there's obviously some orange as well around the outsides. Yeah, it's quite nice. The word London Spitfire on it, of course. And in the middle, it's quite obviously meant to be a picture of a plane. That is a Supermarine Spitfire, which is a military plane used by the RAF in World War II. The reason they chose the name Spitfire was to reflect the bravery that the team want to identify with the use of these planes in the war and things like that. It's a very strong name, I think. It's a very strong name, and also a very nice picture on the flag. Yeah, I quite like it. So, London Spitfire are, as I said, an esports team. What that means is rather than play a proper physical sport in person, like football or rugby or something like that, they play video games professionally, which is kind of cool. In particular, Spitfire are part of what's known as the Overwatch League, which was formed in 2018. Overwatch, just briefly, let's touch on what that is. It's a team-based shooter, and people play as different various characters with different abilities and stats and things, and they compete as teams. They have to score the most points, either by eliminating other players or maybe transporting a payload across a map or controlling different areas on the map and things. It's very popular on Twitch, so you may have seen a round or two played on there, possibly at least heard of Overwatch as a game. You might have even played it yourself. But yeah, London Spitfire were the first European team to join the Overwatch League. At the time, when they were formed, they were the only European team of the whole season. Despite being billed from the English capital of London, their player roster in their first season entirely composed of players from South Korea, including Birdring, Profit and Fisher. I personally have no idea who these people are, but I hear they're rather good at games. That would be why they were chosen for the team. They must be good anyway, because in the first season of the Overwatch League, as I say, in 2018, London Spitfire won the title. They finished third in stage 1 of the regular season standings. Then they won the playoffs, beating teams such as the Los Angeles Gladiators and the Los Angeles Valiant on their way to the final. And then they beat Philadelphia Fusion in the grand final to take the trophy, and they won the first league. In subsequent seasons, however, London Spitfire have not done nearly as well. 2019, they did reach the playoffs, but they were knocked out. And then in 2020, they didn't qualify for the playoffs at all. And finally, in 2021, which is the most recent completed Overwatch season of the league, London Spitfire did not record a win until their last game of the season. They beat the Vancouver Titans in their last game, ending with a win-loss record of 1 win and 15 losses, which is a bit rubbish. Thankfully, they seem to have rallied the team a little bit this year. Time of recording, they've won 3 and they've lost 3 of the 2022 league. It's not quite the heady heights of winning their first title, but a promising return at least. So, yeah, that's actually all I have for you today on London Spitfire. I appreciate that the second half of the video was mostly just numbers and stats and things, but I thought it'd be better to talk about London Spitfire themselves rather than the game of Overwatch. But yes, a little bit statistic heavy. Apologies for that. I'll be back soon with another Letters of Sports video for the letter M, and yeah, that's about it really. Okay, bye.